Welcome. Let's solve some questions from GATE Environmental Science 2024, this year's paper. Now, we'll be solving some of the questions here. The remaining complete solutions are available at the link below in doorsteptutor. Now, tuberculosis is caused by which of the following bacteria? So, the correct answer is Mycobacterium bovis. Now, here we understand that when we are talking about the various diseases, we need to understand the list, and this is a question more on rote memorization. So, Entamoeba histolytica is responsible for amoebiasis. Then we have Salmonella typhi responsible for typhoid fever. Mycobacterium, as we already mentioned, for tuberculosis. Bacillus cereus is for food poisoning, that is mainly associated with poisoning of rice, right? If it is not cooked properly or not stored properly. The next is which of the following conversions belong to non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation? Now, Azotobacter is a free-living bacteria that can actually fix the nitrogen and convert it into a usable form by the plant without forming any kind of symbiotic relationship, and therefore that becomes really important. So when we talk about Azotobacter, it is a non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation process that happens, right? So this ability for microorganism to actually release an enzyme which is called as nitrogenase that converts atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia through a non-symbiotic relationship is seen by Azotobacter. So B becomes the right option. The most important key thing here it is that it is non-symbiotic in relation. The next is crowd corrosion of reinforced cement concrete sewer is caused by which of the following? Now, sulfur oxidizing bacteria use thiosulfate or the sulfide, and they from the thiosulfate or the sulfide they actually create sulfuric acid. Now, when sulfuric acid is found, the diverse group of the aerobic bacteria receive energy, and these are usually found in the mineral deposits. Now, these mineral deposits help in the process of mineralization, and they are actually responsible for mineralization of the acid mine drainage. Now, when they are responsible for the mineralization of the acid mine drainage, in that case we can say that the corrosion of the reinforced cement concrete sewer would take place, and therefore sulfur oxidizing bacteria, which would ultimately lead to formation of sulfuric acid, would be responsible for it, because this corrosion is caused by hydrogen sulfide, which is produced as the action of sulfuric acid formation, and this sulfuric acid would ultimately lead to the formation of hydrogen sulfide. The next is just a correction here, it is 6 degrees Celsius, right, not 60. So environmental temperature, understand and read the language very carefully. The most important thing is increases by 6 degrees centimeter per 6 degrees Celsius per kilometer, right? Now, the most important thing is as you move with the height, right, what would happen? The temperature would drop, but the question says that the temperature is increasing. So when it is 6 degrees Celsius, a lot of you would think about the concept that whether we are talking about adiabatic lapse rate or not, but here the key thing is increase. Now, since the key thing is increase, what would happen? Temperature inversion. So just refer the class on climatology that we have covered, where we have discussed inversion, temperature inversion into more detail. So that would help you understand and have this concept in a more clear way, right? The next is which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? Carbon dioxide, methane and water vapor, all of these are greenhouse gas. Among these, the only non-greenhouse gas we can see here is hydrogen sulfide, right? Other greenhouse gases include nitrogen oxides, they include CFCs, HFCs. So all these increase the temperature, and over the last 150 years, we have seen a significant increase in the temperature because of the increase in these gases into the atmosphere. So here we have the following concept that is there. The next is, as per the UNEP guidelines, the maximum allowed size for microplastic is. Now the question is interesting because we have millimeters and micrometers, so we have to be very very careful here, right? Now the answer can be 5 or 10 only, but whether it is millimeter or micrometer is important. So the correct answer is 5 millimeter. Now this is a question based on direct information, but the idea is plastics smaller than 5 millimeter are considered as microplastic. In the last 40 years, the concentration have increased significantly. They are mainly seen with cosmetics, cigarettes, clothing, and they built up in the ocean basin, and they are highly detrimental to the ocean life as well. So this marine plastic garbage has been a significant reason for marine pollution as well. So this is one of the important questions that we have seen here, but definitely based on rote memory. So 5 millimeters is the right answer. So these were some of the questions discussed from GATE Environmental Science 2024 paper. The complete solution for the entire paper is available on doorsteptutor. If you have any questions or queries, do connect us with the email ID and the telephone number below. Thanks for joining in.